Okay guys, today we're going to go ahead and do a little beef soup. I apologize, it got some missing video. You don't know how that ever happens. It's kind of like the socks in the dryer. You know, film a bunch of different videos, different clips for different things that you're doing, even in the same day. And then you got to go and take those parts and edit them and everything else, and then put them together and upload them and schedule them to be uploaded into YouTube. But I'm telling you, somewhere along the line, lost a whole bunch of the finale of the beef soup. So this is how you make the beef soup. I'm going to go ahead and show you the ingredients I use. Okay, it's a modified family recipe. My mom used to make it when we were kids. I added a few things that I think added some really good flavor to it. And I've been making it this way ever since. I haven't made it in a long time, and I figured we're due for it. So my kids never had it before, so that's how long it's been since I made it. But I miss it, so I decided to go ahead and make some. But I'm going to show you the ingredients that I use, and well, we can get on into it and show you. I just don't have the final videos of it in a bowl, okay? But I'll explain that to you of how it is afterwards. But anyway, let's just jump into the video here and let's check out and see about some good beef soup. If you want some beef soup that's got some really good flavor and that your kids are going to love it, because my kids loved it. You want somebody that's going to have a soup that they're like, wow, that's really good. This is the way to do it, okay? So, without anything else to be said, I hate when people say, further ado, oh, I hate that. Without anything else left to be said, let's go ahead and let's jump on into this video and let's make us some beef soup. How do we do it here? Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna make a beef soup. Haven't made a beef soup in a while, but we're gonna make one today. Okay, we gotta clean out that pot, rinse it out, and I'll show you what we're gonna be using for our beef soup. First, we got some organic broth, beef broth. Some beef bouillon. Some celery. Beef soup is not complete unless you've got marrow bones. Try to do this one-handed.
You want help?
And we got a big piece of beef. What you can do is pull the bags out of that pot and wash the pot. Really? You're gonna put them right where I'm?
Yeah.
Okay. We got some noodles. Really? No, we have noodles. No yolk. Okay. And of course we got a nice onion. The other beef broth. We've got cilantro, turnip, some parsley, and of course we're going to have potato and carrots in there as well. So let's get started. All right, put our beef in upside down so the fat's on top. Okay, and we're gonna start adding our stuff in here. Okay, so let's start getting some stuff put in there. First up, we're going to throw in our turnip. Put our turnip in. I'm going to rinse it off, and then I'm going to rinse off the onion, cut the ends off the onion, and then we're going to pop that in. Alright, we got almost everything in there. Well, we do have a little bit of everything in there. Carrot, celery, the onion, turnip, cilantro, parsley, the beef, the marrow bones, and now we're adding our broth. That's one. Now the second one. Then we're going to put water in it. I'm going to fill this up with water. Actually, I should use this water if I can get it right. No, hold on. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Alright, now we've got the water in there with our broth. I started out with 3 bouillon cubes to start. So 3 of the bouillon. And we going to be bringing it to a boil. I will be adding salt too, but bouillon and the broth has some salt in it, so I want to wait till it gets hot, some flavors get added into it to see how salty it is. We're definitely most likely going to have to add more bouillon to it, so I don't want to put salt in until the beef flavor is just right. Then I can add the salt anytime. But that's how it is. We're just going to bring it to a boil. And we're going to cook it on medium for a while. This thing will take most of the rest of the day here. A few hours of cooking. So we'll just bring it to a boil. And we'll come back to it. And that's how you do it. Okay, now I did add potatoes into there. What I did was I don't peel it. You just drop them on in there. Some people like to go ahead and just put the whole potato in. I do that on occasions. Just drop a couple whole potatoes in, and then whenever anybody wants potato in their soup with it, you just take a knife and you just hit it, or a fork, and go right through the potato and cut off a piece for it and put it in the soup, and then they can eat the potato along with the soup or mash it up with the soup. You can do it that way. There's multiple ways you can do that. I usually throw everything in whole, and that way it just comes apart, and cut it and divide it between everybody. It just makes it easier to find in the soup when somebody's eating the soup and somebody says, well, I don't want any turnips, or I don't want any potatoes. Well, then they don't have to have that in their soup because it's not mixed in with it. Okay? It's in there, but you would have to cut it and give it to them separately. But the trick is, since they were cooked into the soup, and somebody says, I don't want potatoes, they're still going to get the nutritional value of the potatoes because it was cooked in the soup and it's in the broth. So people are not missing out on the nutritional value, but they don't have to eat the actual vegetable that they don't like that's in the soup. So that's a little trick of putting them in whole. But then what you do is you bring it to a boil. You can let it boil for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but keep your eye on it because you want to keep adding water in as you go. Now I started with 3 bouillon cubes, and I always start really low with the bouillon because they're highly salty. So I test it. Now 3 bouillon, bland as can be. Just one, I knew it would be, but just want to verify. I ended up with 9 bouillons in that soup, okay? Did not need to add any extra salt because the bouillon had enough salt in it. It was perfect. So I ended up with 9 bouillon cubes in there. And Brought it to a boil. I let it boil about 20 minutes, and then I brought it down to medium, and I cooked it at medium for about an hour, stirring on a regular basis. Then brought it down to low and let it simmer for hours. Okay, that thing cooked probably about 6 hours. All right, the beef, you cook it until the beef just wants to fall apart. You put it in whole, and when it wants to fall apart, perfect. Then you got it right. Marrow bones, when you pull out the bone, if some of the bones are missing the marrow and other bones have marrow that's about to fall out, you know you got it right. Okay. Once you're done with all of that, you're done. Turn the heat off. Serve it up. Boil the noodles. I boil the noodles separately with some salt in the water, because the last thing you want is a flavorful soup, and then when you bite into the noodle, there's no flavor. Okay, you want some flavor in your noodle too. You want every bite of your meal to have flavor. So you add some salt to taste in your water, and then you stir it into your water and boil your noodles separately. Then you put your noodles in the bowl, scoop out the soup, put it in, put a piece of beef in with it. Do you want turnip? Yeah, okay, cut a piece of turnip. Do you want potato? Yeah, put a piece of potato. You want celery? Yeah, okay, take a piece of celery. You want carrot? Yeah, put a piece of carrot. You know, and you can individualize the soups for anybody that's eating the soup. As long as you put it in there whole like that, that's a good way to do it. But everybody loved it. They thought it was great. They had seconds. And we had a little bit of leftovers, not much, and that was gone the next day. So beef soup is a good thing with those vegetables in it, very healthy for you. It's a good thing to have, especially in the wintertime. So there you have it, guys. That's how you make a good beef soup. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try it at home. If you do, pop on in here, dump down there, give me a comment. Tell me how you liked it, okay? Because I ain't never met anybody that did not like that, except for people who don't like beef. And, you know, vegans and stuff like that, you know, those people out there somewhere. No offense to you, but like I tell everybody, if I say something that offends you, don't watch the video. That's all there is to it. I'm straight up, and I'm gonna be straight up, and that's all there is to it. I don't mess around, play games, or tiptoe around any feelings, okay? Nobody tiptoes around mine. I'm not tiptoeing around anybody else's. But that being said, I hope you like it, and you can go down there and put a comment in there and say, hey, wow, I did that. That was really, really good. And, you know, everybody loved it. Wow, I've got things moving around in here by themselves. It's like Randy at Auto Auction Rebuilds talking about his haunted house that he had, things moving around. That happens all the time around here. Okay, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you tried it. Go check it out. Do it. Make yourself some beef soup, especially when it's cold out. Go ahead and do that. It'll warm you up, okay, and it'll make you feel good. So go down there. Don't forget to hit the like. Go ahead and give me some comments. Ask some questions, or give me some, you know, advice of what you would do or how you do it. I'd like to hear other things, because if you got something that's different, I might like to try it. So go down there and I'll try it. I'll read your comment and go try it, and then I'll respond to your comment and tell you what I thought of it. Okay? But yeah, don't forget, go ahead, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go down there and click the subscribe. It doesn't take but a second, and it's free. Click the subscribe, and then when it comes up with that little bell thing for notifications, click the little bell thing. When the black bell pops up, click all, and that way you won't miss a video. Okay? If you don't like the video, then you don't watch it. But if something pops up and you get a notification of something you might want to see, then you'll have the notification. You'll be able to watch it. Okay? And when you watch a video, please, if you're going to watch a video, click the like. It takes a second to do that. Helps the algorithm, helps more people see the videos, and helps build things up in there. Okay? It's you people that's going to make this channel whatever it is. Okay? And, you know, we don't get the subscribers or the likes or the comments. Oh, it's going to be a flop channel. But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm just going to keep going in case somebody needs something. It's my channel. So, on that note, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it out. Okay? Until the next video, until then, Be good. Take care. Be safe. Have fun. God bless.